everyone, I'm Rebecca and this is Rachel and welcome back to my sewing room. Except we're not staying in the sewing room. Maybe you can tell by, the title of this video or the way that we're dressed. But we're going to Emerald City Comicon! And of course we are bringing, you sound so unenthusiastic.
Yeah!
It's morning! So you're a morning person.
No, I'm not.
Why do you work at Starbucks?
Because I have to.
I'm not a morning person. I feel like I have way more energy than you. Anyway, we are going to bring you along with us to Emerald City Comicon. So let's go ahead and get in the car and drive up to Seattle. We are here at Comic-Con and actually we headed straight into a panel because we got here a little later than we wanted to, and that was the Harry Potter Owls Harry Potter trivia, and I got to be one of the contestants and I won! I actually won a handcrafted wand, which is very, very cool. I am a big fan, or I have been a big fan of Harry Potter. Definitely feeling conflicted about it now, but I still know a lot of trivia about it, so it was really fun to get to be one of the contestants. And now we are going to head, I think, to the show floor. So I'm going to take you along with me, but first I'm going to insert a little clip of the Harry Potter trivia, and then we will go ahead and go to the show floor.
That was reborn.
To protect the entrance to the Shrieking Shaft so that...
Who is the wizard who can be seen teaching trolls ballet in the tapestry across the wall of the room of requirement? I'm reading the questions anyway. Oh, for the lead.
Is it Barnabas the Barmy?
It is indeed Barnabas the Barmy.
One more round of applause for our contestants up here. It's not easy being put on the spot.
Look how amazing! Give a spin. Oh my gosh, so detailed. Oh, so cute. Do a little something.
Yoo-hoo, summer blowout. Center. It is a beautiful space, lots of good places to sit down, which seems nice, but it's also very warm. So if you see me, or probably a lot of people without masks, it's because it is too hot in here to wear masks. Luckily, the space does make it feel a lot less crowded, but I couldn't even be in the main stage room where I just was because it is literally too warm to stay in that room whatsoever.
I know I haven't actually talked to you guys all day. Hopefully you have been enjoying the cosplays and everything that I've been showing you so far. I've been having a wonderful day here today, and luckily it did cool down at least a little bit, so that's really good. This convention center is really cool. So if you're not local to Seattle, this is a brand new convention center. So this is literally the first event that is happening in this new convention center. And like the look of everything as it has been changing from like day to night is really quite interesting. So yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. Like it's pretty well laid out. It's so nice to have everything all in one building, which is great. And actually they've had good food options as well. So I have been definitely impressed so far. Definitely enjoying myself. I think I am going to go see, there is apparently going to be a Regency dance here in a few minutes. And so I think I'm gonna go check that out. I'm definitely feeling tired, so I don't know how long will last for Regency dancing, but maybe I can get a little clip of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go give that a try and see if Barbie's gonna dance some Regency dance. It is now the end of day one. I have had a wonderful time. The Regency dancing was so much fun. Absolute highlight. I haven't been Regency dancing in so long, and it was just an absolute joy to get to do that again. And hopefully you enjoyed those little clips of the Regency dance. So as far as Barbie goes, she seems to be relatively unscathed. I've definitely been pulling strings off all day. Definitely like with the dancing, got a lot of strings caught up underneath, but you know, none that were at least a trip hazard, which is good. And I did find at least one rip in the tulle ruffle as well, but I think that it's okay. Like I think it's pretty small and not noticeable because the skirt is so huge. Overall, it's been really fun, like reaction-wise. I've had such great reactions to this cosplay. So many people have come up to me and just loved seeing Peaches and Cream Barbie and knew what I was, which is just a joy. So overall, this costume has been a positive success despite the trial of making it. And I'm very glad that I had the chance to wear her. Tomorrow I will be in Felicity, so I will see you tomorrow. It's time for day 2 of Comic-Con. Obviously, I am dressed up as Felicity. I am going to be bringing my Felicity doll with me, and I posted a poll, I can't remember if it was here or on Instagram, asking if I should like bring her with me on stage for the cosplay competition tonight. And you guys all like almost unanimously said yes. So I guess she'll be coming with me on stage as well. I've got my muff and my mitts, but I'm gonna put those on when I get there, as well as my pocket hoops. So my skirt feels very deflated right now, but I am not bringing a purse today. So I've loaded my pocket hoops filled with like everything that I need. I literally have a second pair of shoes in my pocket hoops, just in case my like American Duchess heeled shoes get uncomfortable throughout the day, because that way I can still walk around and not be like in stocking feet and ruin my stockings. So yeah, I'm very excited to head out, and let's go ahead and get in the car and head up to Comic-Con. We are here at Emerald City Comicon day 2. We were just taking a little sneak peek at the Artists Alley area, which is super crowded today, so it's kind of difficult to actually get through and see people. and we're probably gonna go look at that a little bit more before I have to be upstairs for pre-judging for tonight's cosplay competition. So like in my pocket hoops, I actually have my like pamphlet to give them, my build book and everything. I've got so much stuff in my pocket hoops. It's really great to do 18th century. Hi, Rachel. It's really great to do 18th century because I can carry so much without having a purse, but also it's so hard to actually access the pockets through all the layers. But anyway, so I think we're gonna go back to Artist Alley now for a little bit, and then I'll be heading upstairs. Here of this absolutely freaking amazing cosplay. Okay, so now tell me all about it.
Okay, so like I have all these EL wires which I actually learned how to solder.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find you again at night.
And so it's all little piping and stuff around that to hold it. I have and there's a little zipper pocket right here for the inside for all of my EL wires so I can always access them. I have my back zipper in the back to go through. Barely see it, which is great. Then we have my nice hand embroidery done on the side. I actually pieced together the entire bodice with 1/4-inch seams, which is fun. We have my handmade piping, the whole thing, which I have a magnet in my hood, well, in the headband, in the hood, so it actually snaps into place every time.
Amazing.
Right in the same spot. In the back, there's actually a full zipper that goes through the hood. Oh my gosh, this is the back. And then one of my favorite little touches, I actually have in the bodice, there is button loop tape to hold the skirt up.
Oh, smart.
So it always stays connected. And then underneath, I actually made my spandex sleeves, so it's 2 separate pieces with zipper access.
So that you can
And
get
then
access
these
to your
guys-
hands.
Yep, and then these guys are actually made for my Cricut as well, and the satin on this part is not stretch. So it's a little labor of love, and all of the white fabrics are doubled and the black fabrics are doubled. So it's a mesh overlay on a satin.
Nice. Amazing job.
Oh, and I recovered the headband, so the headband matches. Because why not? I'm defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down.
this seems to be the photo spot where all the photographers are hanging out on the 3rd floor, just inside from the outside patio. Hi, Rachel. Say hi. We're about to head outside because I don't think it's raining.
To be here hosting this year. I have competed in this competition multiple years, and I am so excited to get to announce and show off my friends this time. It's so exciting because everybody backstage, they're friends. Every cosplayers help cosplayers. We are all here to support each other, and I'm so excited for you to see everything. She used a combination of old skills and new, from braiding to sewing, to 3D printing and carving. She made her own pattern pieces when accurate fabrics were not available commercially. She stitched the designs into the fabric herself. Page crinoline and layers of polysad. It weighs 9.5 pounds. The dress also has some hidden pockets. Machine embroidery and LED sequins sewn with conductive thread. Countless hours were spent hand sewing glass beads and adding crystals to the corset. The skirt and cape patterns were hand crafted and featured heat transfer appliques on the hem inlaid with crystals. The fabric for the green dress was hand stenciled before being assembled. Every piece of vinyl and pleather on this entire outfit was cut. Embellishment. The pleated skirt is hand dyed and adorned with 3D printed chainmail. The top is trimmed with hand-threaded loops and is decorated with golden 3D printed jewelry and red gem accessories. Every piece was analyzed against the original costume using photogrammetry to get precise measurements and tested fairly out of foam and is shockingly light. The lion heads on the belt and knees are part of foam that were cut out, dremeled, and reattached and is comprised of 8 total pieces. This two-tone 18th century English gown is made with blue and green silk taffeta and features a full set of 18th century underpinnings, including hand-stitched stays, a bump pad, 2 petticoats, and a pair of historical hand-embroidered pockets. Made with PVA foam and hand-painted to give the classic green and purple shine, which calls back to the Sam Raimi films. The foundation of the costume is made to resemble Norman's outfit from the first half. Herald of Avalier from Rickles EXU Calamity, brought to life in this fantastic ensemble, combining the natural forms and flowing drama of nature with the sharp, clean lines of bespoke tailoring. Perfect for the bard who has left the Feywild to become the face of one of the most advanced magical cities in Exandria. From the 1992 cult classic. It is constructed with a vegan leather corset, posture collar, and panniers made to mimic the vascular armor presented in the film's opening scenes. Came back for another reincarnation. The classic fabric cloak is constructed with layers of embroidery in the battlement pouching technique and framed with metallic embroidery thread in stem stitch for the thick lines. In the needlework category, we have Lady Rebecca Fashions as Felicity Merriman from American Girl Felicity Surprise. This costume has been constructed from the skin out. It's got a chemise, 18th century stays, hand-embroidered pockets, hoops under the petticoat, and a taffeta petticoat gown with ruched and pleated embellishments. 2 different stomachers, embroidered silk mitts, embroidered muff, a pinner cap, cloak, and necklace. This has been a dream dress of hers since she was a kid, and she was able to make the gown on a tight budget too. It is partially sewn by machine and partially by hand, using a mixture of modern, theatrical, and 18th century methods with a mostly self-drafted pattern. Give it up for Lady Rebecca Fashions as Felicity Merriman. Master Chief. Whoops. Sporting a Gen 2 Mark 6 armor from Halo 4, taking over 10 months to create. 80% of the armor base is comprised mostly out of EVA foam, craft foam, and synthetic leather. Nearly all pattern pieces were drafted from scratch, and many pieces took a lot more math than one would expect to use to make it all work. Assassin's Creed Unity, as the Dragon Sage brings a legendary Arno Dorian to life. With an exceptional eye for detail, the Dragon Sage has left no stone unturned in his character from the Gladiator with a bedazzled twist. With over 1,000 LEDs throughout, the entire costume weighs over 40 pounds. leather. The sword was 3D modeled and printed out of white PLA filament with a sheet of acrylic sandwiched in between to allow maximum light diffusion. The sword and shield use magnetic switches to trigger the lights when the sword is unsheathed. The scale mail vest was constructed by hand with over 8,000 pieces weighing at 12 pounds. During the construction, he had to develop new techniques to allow a tailored fit over LEDs underneath, on the vest underneath. Being a daddy from the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and the entire dress is made from curtains, 6 lace tablecloths, 2 pillowcases, 2 banquet tablecloths, 4 fur blankets, and many yards of organza sheer curtains. All fabrics were hand-dyed, and 200 handmade gems adorn the staff. The cloak is made from black taffeta and red jacquard, with appliques that were cut and sewn by hand. The back features Katrina's protection spell embroidered by hand in silver thread. Favorite character since she first appeared on screen. When the 3rd movie was released, the dragon scale armor became her dream cosplay, which, after a couple years of hard work, became a reality. The build took several hundred hours. Fittings include an open hoop skirt that can break down for travel, a bustle, stockings, and a pair of bloomers. The 9-panel structured bodice features stuffed, puffed, and colored armor set from Monster Hunter World. Fabrication of this costume demanded many skills required of an armor, including sewing, foam work, 3D printing, and mold making. This childhood passion project is 100% drafted and constructed by hand. As a way to reconnect to their heritage, each moon phase took a minimum of 4 hours to hand weave. The entire corset is hero cosplay from the Grand Budapest Hotel. This is the first full pantsuit she has created, and it took about 300 hours of piping, sewing, knitting, designing, and embroidery to bring this cosplay to life. Her 3rd full armor set. The armor is all made from EVA foam, with some base armor pieces made from textured crocodile skin EVA foam to give the armor a more organic look. Historical twist on the design. Traditional 18th century underpinnings include a corset, shift, and panniers. The fitted bodice on the robe a la Francais features scalloped sleeves, ruffles, lace, gold applique, and pearl details. The underskirt draws on period design techniques to create an extravagant royal silhouette. I wanted to look like something that would come out of her closet on the show without directly copying an existing costume. She took inspiration from various one of the tougher bosses you'll encounter in God of War Ragnarok, as she surprise attacks Kratos with a boot stomp. But this Venata's build is almost entirely made out of EVA foam, from the metals, thick leathers, to every hand-cut feather. From the 2022 League of Legends animated series Arcane. The pieces of this cosplay were all made by Phantom. From the weight construction, the gown was made from over 50 yards of fabric. The puff sleeves themselves each have 10 yards of tulle inside. The bodice has over 100 hand-sewn crystals, each hand placed to mimic the look of Sarah's from the movie. The bodice also has several layers of satin, lace, and tulle. The skirt is 6 layers in total, which include panniers, an underskirt of tulle and satin, a base skirt and satin, and 2 layers of highly finicky iridescent lame. Let's have some winners. This first winner from the FX category is something you could say I'm a bit lit for. Let's give it up for Russell Glow as Maximus Decimus Meridian. Let's have you step forward, please. Next up, we have our needlework category winner. So let's give it up for Fennec Linan as Fennec Share. Congratulations, our needlework category. Next up, we have our armor category winner. Give a round of applause for Miss Boof as Master Chief. Look at them. Now it's time for the big 3. First up, we have 3rd place. I believe we have fancy medal, a fancy check, and some tickets to next year's convention. Our 3rd place overall winner is Storesco as Seth Night Road from Trinity Blood. Congratulations! We have our second massive Check. For $500, as well as a fancy medal and tickets to next year's show. Our second place winner, a character that I am personally very familiar with, is Prince of Snark Cosplay as Loquacious. Our champion for this year's Cosplay Crown Central Championships. There's a lot of C's in there for me to get through. So this person will be going to Chicago in 2024 to represent the western part of the US. So, can we get a massive drum roll, please? Let's have come forward a beautiful costume from a place where monsters roam wild. Let's get Sushi from Chibbling Props as in the Azure Star-Lord set. Sushi from Chibbling Props, congratulations!
It is the end of day 2 of Comic-Con. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of that footage of the cosplay contest. It was really fun to participate, but I knew going into it, like, there was no chance. I am so glad that Prince of Snark Cosplay won 2nd place. Good for him. I have been watching his build and it's been amazing, so I was very excited for him. And overall, it has been a good 2nd day. Looking forward to debuting Aurora tomorrow, so I will see you then. It's time for Comic-Con day 3. We are about to head out. I'm obviously wearing Aurora. How are you feeling about today? Tired? Me too. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna forgo my sparkly shoes today in favor of more comfortable shoes because my feet are just like dead. But I'm definitely looking forward to stuff going on today. I don't know if we'll make it there by the embroidery panel that I kind of wanted to go to. What time is it? 11:15, I think. We'll see. We're running a little bit late this morning because I think we're just tired. So anyway, we will see you soon at the con.
Threads that are made to imitate metal and often couch stitching them onto fabric. And what a couch stitch is you'll have the material that you are about to add to the top of your fabric, and you're just going to add little itty bitty perpendicular threads all along it to attach that fabric onto the threads onto the fabric. There we go. It's Sunday morning. I'm still kind of waking up here. Bear with me. A very, very thick, intense, kind of hard metal. This is often used for outlining or for very, very intense line work. It's not something that you're going to use to fill a space.
Rebecca wearing Aurora. Rebecca while they're making their way up, is there a particular reason that you chose them? I was super impressed by the iridescent fabric choice, the fit, and of course her lovely personality. So much style. Thank you. Congratulations, and you get a medal. I say, winners stay on stage, please. All right, next up, Meijin, your judge's choice.
Okay, my judge's choice was Kara, the brown manticore, as Eileen the crow. I thought this costume was really cool. I mean, the jacket looked really nice. The mask was really cool, like great texture, so great job.
My judge's choice is Melissa as Hunter. So I chose this one more as like an ingenuity type thing. You know, cardboard, come on.
Cardboard!
Let's go. Yeah! Great job. You're welcome.
And you are a sucker for being able to fool the eye with materials. Fantastic. Thank you, all of our Judges' Choice winners. And now we have our Best Group and Best in Show. Let's start with our Best Group. You know that whole coordination thing I talked about? That really hard to do thing? Our Best Group, drumroll please, is Karen and crew from Spaceball. We have medals, allow me to deliver, oh yeah, quick space delivery. Best in Show for the Cosplay Showcase Emerald City 2023 is Anthony S. Mbaku. Thank you to all of our competitors.
It is officially the end of Comic-Con. I've had such a wonderful day today. I did compete in the Cosplay Showcase and I won a Judge's Choice Award, which is so exciting. From Seattle Cosplay, thank you so much. I had a wonderful time wearing Aurora. I've just loved wearing this cosplay, even though it's been quite warm, and I've had a wonderful time at the con. I do apologize for not vlogging nearly as much as I had really hoped to this year, but hopefully you have enjoyed what footage I did manage to capture, and there have been some amazing cosplays that I showed you as well. So anyway, that is going to be it for me for today for this Comic-Con vlog. If you liked this video, please go ahead and click the thumbs up icon, and if you'd like to see more videos like this from me, please go ahead and click subscribe and the little bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. I do post videos here on YouTube at least once a week, with my sewing vlogs out on Tuesdays and other costuming content like this out on Saturdays, but I post every day over on my Instagram, so please go follow me on Instagram. That's at Lady Rebecca Fashions. And if you'd like to help support all of the work that I do on this channel, I do have a link to my Patreon and my Ko-fi down in the description below, or you can send me a super thanks right here on YouTube. I'd also like to give a special shout out to my Edwardian level patrons, Sharon, Mirage, Laura, and Jean. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Happy sewing!